Well, here's a picture of Chris and I. And as you can see, we're the perfect couple. Totally in love. Now, I have to admit, this isn't the way we look all the time. There are times when we don't look that great, we don't feel that great, and we don't act that great. There are times when you probably couldn't tell we're in love. There are times when we argue and we have conflict. There are times when I'm very selfish and I don't love Chris the way she needs and deserves to be loved. And so when you look at this picture, everything looks great and everything looks perfect, but it doesn't tell the whole story. And a lot of people have a picture in their mind of the perfect relationship. And that's why we're talking about day 29 in the Love at Last Sight Challenge. And it's all about unrealistic expectations, because you've got to let go of the unrealistic expectations to really live happily ever after. And the only way that you can really have that true happiness is you've got to get rid of that unrealistic expectation that you're relating to the perfect person, that you have the perfect relationship, because no one's perfect. And you're not relating to a perfect person, and you're not perfect. We all have mistakes. And so once you realize in a relationship that there's problems, there's issues, there's things that are tough to solve, and it's really hard work and it's painful. Once you realize that, then you can hold on to that perfect picture in your mind, and that will tear up your relationship. Or you can tear up the perfect picture, and it will cause you to really work on the reality of the relationship. Because Chris and I always say that you can choose a fantasy that's out there that you'll never really have, or you can live in the beautiful reality that God has for you. And that reality involves pain and problems and hurts, but you work through it. And the first thing you got to give up is that unrealistic expectation that everything's going to be perfect and everything's going to be always rosy, and you'll always act just right because you're the perfect couple. Because no one is, but we have the perfect God who can help us. And as you give up the unrealistic expectations, He helps you meet the needs of the person in your life. But when you have that unrealistic picture always before you, then you have no chance to have a reality that God has for you. And God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow on day 30, because we're going to teach you how to keep this going and turn the Love at Last Sight Challenge into the Love at Last Sight lifestyle.